That's what we doing. So I'm sitting up here, and you obviously cannot miss what's going on in Fort Worth, Texas. What's going on everywhere, period. But you put my orange. Yes, baby. But at the same time, this is something that's going on everywhere. Like everywhere. Like I stay down here in Florida, and you just had a 13-year-old just got gun. I mean, well, unalive. And I suffer from this. My little brother just being 23 and got in a little fight with a so-called friend, and his friend decided to grab her and him 9 times. So, but we talking about a 5-year-old, guys. I mean, come on, y'all. Come on now. This can't be what we doing. This ain't what we doing, right? Like, and they say, oh, okay, it's the music, it's the rappers. At the end of the day, at the beginning of the day, at the start and the middle, whatever part of the day, it starts with responsibility, man. Take accountability for what you're doing, and think not once but twice for what the hell you got going on before you bring your babies out in the street. I got 6 babies, 3 boys, 3 girls. When I had my first son, I looked him in the face when I cut his umbilical cord, and I told him I won't get in no more trouble, and I ain't been doing no gangster shit since, and he's 17. So I'm not gonna sit up here and say, oh, it's our environment, it's this, that, and the third. Yeah, we could say that. We could say it's a lot of things, but we talking about babies, guys. I mean, see your man, get your man. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But jits, like jits. So this is what we doing. We see jits and we popping off on jits, man. That's crazy. 5 years old. She minding her business with her daddy. Ooh, I'm pretty sure she thought the world of. But at the end of the day, you can't even say it's the daddy's fault. Cause this the time we living in. We praising YNs when they doing goop, like they gooking, they doing the wildest things. We praising this. We think this is cool. So I'm asking, is this where we at with it now? Besides, and not wondering what we got going on with Donald Trump signing all this crazy crap and finna uh damn finna start freeing people that get a kick out of doing things to melanated people. But we got 5-year-olds sitting in the car while her dad is vacuuming, and you got 2 assailants, YNs, because this is what y'all is uphailing. This is what I'm not gonna say we, because that ain't no shit that I'm on, but I'm just saying this is what we making cool. So they thinking, the YNs thinking, hey, the wildest act gonna get that's the coolest. He gonna be the coolest one who do the wildest shit. So this what we done came to, shooting 5-year-olds, man. You see the daddy, you got problem with the daddy, but I'm just confused at how we get to kids. We shooting jits now. Like, this ain't nothing to play with. Like, at the end of the day, if you know you repping and you stepping, you know what come with that. We know what come with this. We all know what come with it, whether you live in the hood or you don't. If you don't, you might hear and assume, make some assumptions, but it is half of what you hear is it's just true. It's true. We get policed like crazy, but we got the most murders. Like everywhere I go in Dade County, I could just be driving around and I just see police is everywhere. So it's like, how can we have all these shootings and no consequences? Like, how we just out here just wild west, just shooting each other? Like, how we doing this? This crazy. 5 years old, minding her business. She's sitting in the car with her old boy. He vacuuming. Y'all feel like, okay, there you go. Okay, get him. But the baby, this is bananas, man. This is crazy. This is where somebody need to draw the line. Like, get your young niggas in line, man. School them better than how y'all putting them out here, cause this crazy. This is crazy. 5 years old, minding her business. Her daddy vacuuming his car. You got goofballs feel like it's time to get active. Y'all ain't see the baby minding her business. Probably, not even probably, no, with her favorite person in the world. Cause I know how my daughters feel about me. I have a 5-year-old daughter, man, and there's no way I'm gonna be repping and stepping and I'm gonna have any one of my kids out and about with me when I'm repping and stepping. It's not his fault. Cause I mean, he ain't thinking niggas, that means he ain't thinking people that crazy. But obviously they is. And they don't give a fuck, cause that's crazy, man. That's a 5-year-old little girl sitting in the car while her old boy vacuuming. And goofies want to pull up and shoot up the scene. I mean, you gonna come and do something, get your man. Leave the kids out of it. Females and kids, I mean, besides back doors, should be left out of it. Females and chits, leave them alone, man. They don't have no idea what the fuck going on at the end of the day. Especially when we as men out here repping and stepping, bruh. You can't be repping and stepping with your baby, man. That's I mean, it ain't your fault. Yeah, that went down like that, but at the same time, accountability, thinking, not once, but twice. You gotta think, gentlemen. We gotta think, especially when we repping and stepping. When you got kids, you cannot be repping and stepping in the streets. You can't be repping the game and stepping behind it, and you got babies with you or babies in the car with you, and you know you getting on social media or you repping, you stepping behind this. So you better believe whoever you repping and stepping against, they repping and stepping just as well. This is what we got to understand. And the crazy part, if Fort Worth screaming peace, it ain't gonna stop because we talking a 5-year-old and her old boy. He vacuuming his car. She's sitting here minding her business. And YNs, which y'all, we got people appraising. We got people appraising them, and they think the wildest shit they can do is the coolest shit they can do. So this is where we at. And this is crazy, my people. Like, come on, man. They laughing at us. Everybody laughing. Everybody laughing at our ass right now. Cause this is what we doing on a daily basis. Now it's the jits. Now we got the jits involved. That's crazy, man. 5 years old, minding her business. She ain't thinking of nothing. She don't even know this type of shit going on. She don't know her old boy stepping and repping. She see it, but she have no idea what he's doing. And then you got Charleston White with the sins of the father. I get it. I get the Bible. I'm a God-fearing man. Every day, all day, I was born that way. But at the end of the day, man, I don't think kids deserve no harm, man. It's their kids, man. Like, let that marinate. They're kids. I don't see no harm and why harm should be brought towards kids. They can't fend for themselves. That's why they have parents. You have parents, two people get together and they make the kid. You're the protector. It's double the protection. If the kid could be, then the kid could just be like how animals could just have their babies and let them be. Humans can't be like that. They have to be protected. So at the end of the day, when we got babies, gentlemen, I mean, I'm talking about gentlemen, like street guys, whatever y'all want to be, men, males. Listen, man, when you repping and stepping behind whatever, and you got jits, just stay from around the jits. You know what I'm saying? Go around them at nighttime, tuck them in, stuff like that. Don't have your jit riding with you, bro. Don't have your jit going nowhere with you, man. Why? Because you repping and you stepping. Till you decide to leave repping and stepping alone and just be a full-blown father and protector, then don't bring your babies out with you, man. Because at the end of the day, when you repping and stepping, somebody else is repping and stepping too. It's different crews, right? It's different colors, it's different gangs. It's always one and one, one and one. It's one and one. Okay. When you got one repping and stepping, it's somebody else repping and stepping for the other side. So however they catch you, that's how they doing it. This way you got to think twice now. Damn, okay, I'm repping and stepping. I'm out here. I'm with the shit. Okay, now you got to know it's 10 more guys out here repping and stepping and with the shit, just like you. Just like how you say, boy, I'm gonna get busy when he run up on me. Or boy, somebody come over here with that, boy, I'm finna and da-da-da-da-da and da-da-da-da. Guess what? Guess what? It's 10 more guys eager to get it, get busy right with you. So when you repping and stepping, it's a whole nother game repping and stepping too. So how they catch you and how they rules is that's their rules. Y'all might not, your gang you repping and stepping with might not slide on no jits. Shout out to y'all. That makes sense. Don't slide on no kids and old girls and ladies and girls. Leave the females, leave the jits out of it. But another gang rules is different. If all gangs, listen, if all gangs followed the same thing, right? They'll all wear the same goddamn color. They'll all be called the same thing. They'll all be generated from the same area. They'll all be repping the same thing. But they got different colors, different abbreviations, different initials, different gangs, different rules, different people. So when you repping and stepping and you got kids, okay, you feel like you got to go vacuum the whip, go vacuum the whip. Leave them jits at the crib, boy. Because you already know, boy, I'm repping and stepping. I'm with the shit, and I already know how it is out here. Because you got to understand, you might not do it, but that don't mean the next motherfucker might not do it to you. Do it to you. They don't care. You got to remember, it's repping and stepping now. It's gangs. This gang shit. It's sad, but this gang shit. When kids got involved, it's crazy. I mean, when we got the jits involved now, come on, guys. Like, come on now. I mean, come on. You can't miss a grown man. You can't miss or mistake a grown man and a little old girl, man. 5-year-old, man. Come on, man. 5-year-old. Nah, you can't. You can't miss the two. We can't be repping and stepping like that. What's going on? How you doing? Theo? Yeah, man. Like I was saying, you just can't. You repping and stepping, you gotta know what come with that. You gotta know what the other gang, you gotta know the other gang, the other side. I'm maintaining, man. That's all we could do, man. Cause I'm a bit agitated today though. Cause I mean, we shooting 5-year-olds now. That's crazy. And what I'm trying to say is, if you repping and stepping, you gotta understand what repping and stepping is, man. That's the gang, right? So the other gang that you repping and stepping against, they got a whole different set of rules, my boy. And when they catch you, they gonna catch you. And if you was warned, gentlemen, we gotta understand, it's all right if you get in an altercation and you was told not to do something, right? Like if you was told not to come around this hood or go around this female or do something particular, and you think it's tough to do it, test them waters. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Remember, everybody can't swim, and those who can swim can't swim for long. You know what I'm saying? So if you get dropped off in the middle of the ocean and you can swim, how far can you swim before you drown? So at the end of the day, let's think, guys. Let's just think, man. That's all we gotta do. Think one time, then think again. I'm repping and I'm stepping. So when I walk out that door, I know the gang that I'm repping and stepping against, they repping and stepping too. So when my little babies run up and say, Daddy, Daddy, can I go? Oh, I gotta tell the jits, no, y'all can't ride with Daddy right now. Daddy'll be back. Play in the house with them. Stay in the house with them. Go in the backyard with them. Go fishing or some shit with them. Like, find something simple to do with your kids that don't require you to get too far out in the opening. Because you got to remember now, them sharks in that water, boy. And they only thing on the shark mind is eat, man. Only thing on the shark mind is eat. And if that ain't enough to resonate with you, I don't know what to tell you, man. I got 6 kids. Ain't nowhere in here I will put them in no type of pressure, no type of shit. And if I'm repping and stepping, I'm damn sure it ain't bringing my kids around me. I'm just not. They gonna see Daddy at nighttime, you know, real personal time. Ain't no ride with Daddy. Ain't no doing none of that shit because I don't know how other niggas thinking. See me with my damn babies or see me with one of my babies or a couple of my babies, all 6 of my babies and want to get jiggy. My first instinct, my first thing is to protect them. But the human mind, when shots go off, if you ever been shot or ever been around this type of environment, you can't say what you gonna do when them shots get to blazing. You can't. You cannot. Like, seriously, you got people went to war and trip out when pans hit the floor. So you can't say what you would have did, man. It's just what you shouldn't do. Repping and stepping and bringing your babies out with you. That's a no-no. That's a big no-no. And if you know you hot, just know nobody don't feel sympathy for you and your babies. Nobody don't feel sympathy for the next person because if they did, we wouldn't have murders. People wouldn't get killed. Bad shit wouldn't happen. Things wouldn't happen to women. Like, shit wouldn't happen if people cared. So you have to think about what you're doing and how you moving when you got kids. You got jits, man. You can't be doing that shit, man. You repping and stepping with the game and you think the other gang ain't repping and stepping when they see your ass. They stepping. They don't give a fuck who you with, where you at, what time it is, what's going on, what's what. I'm looking at the IG. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to fool. You on IG wild and talking about niggas running with dick and balls in their hands and you riding around with your 5-year-old. Repping and stepping on IG now against another gang that's repping and stepping against your ass. Repping and stepping against y'all. And it's not gonna stop. And this the sad part. We shooting jits, man. We missing whole big ass grown men's and we shooting jits. That is bananas. That is nut shit. You get no cool points for that. None at all, man. None. But it is what it is, though. I understand. And what I mean by understand is repping and stepping. It's a bad combination in kids. You can't do that shit in parent. I don't know. You just can't. I never seen it done, and I don't think it can be done. Repping and stepping and hell nah. You got to choose a side, man. You're gonna be a daddy. You got to be a daddy 24 hours, full blown. You can't be repping and stepping and know you got jits out here. You know you want to do daddy time. You know we like to do daddy shit. Take them to go get Happy Meals. You know, they like to ride with daddy to go do little simple shit. Can't be doing that when you repping and stepping, guys. We can't be doing that shit. We gotta cut that out. Our babies they didn't ask to come here. They just came here by you were lucky God picked you to be a parent. You got people can't even have kids, man. And we out here repping and stepping and riding around with our jits, man. We tripping, man. Y'all think the ops see that? You think the ops see a nigga jits? The ops think a nigga jit is a op. The hero, like, they think the kids is ops, man. That's where we at with it. Cause the YNs think, hey, who do the wildest shit is the wildest young nigga. So that's the wildest shit we do, bruh, the more reputation we gonna get. Gotta remember, guys, this gang shit. These are gangs. They operate by different rules. One gang operate with this way and one gang operate one way. That's how you get gangs. That's why one wear this color and one wear that color. They operating off of two different vibes. They scenarios are totally different, man. So yeah, you and your gang might not slide on jits. You see the ops and be like, oh, he's slipping. Look at him with his jits. Y'all let him pass. Other gangs might not. They rules don't go like that. And see you is a go. Wherever. You coming out of church with grandma, it's a go. You at the wash house with the old girl, it's a go. You at McDonald's with your jits, it's a go. You got some niggas that serious when it comes to that repping and stepping. You got to understand when you repping and stepping, you got to be all in or none. This shit like poker. That's what it's really like. Life is like checkers and chess. But when you gang banging and shit, when you playing with the streets, that's like poker. You gotta be all in. Or when you gambling or however you gambling or playing your hand, you gotta be strategic with your moves, man. So when you got jits, man, it's like poker. You ain't gonna throw them all your hands. You ain't gonna throw all them chips in. You ain't gonna do that. You're gonna think how you move, right? You're gonna think strategically. And this is how we need to be every day, especially when we got kids and we out here repping and stepping. That's sad, man. 5-year-old and an old boy get clapped like that. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. But yeah, man, y'all be safe out there, man. And to my melanated folks, man, we gotta stop this shit. This shit is unacceptable. This is crazy. This is crazy.